Right, who even knows?
Joints and all.
What? No, not that. I meant to minimize. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we had like snow or something, and then the world stopped. Or at least Abilene did.
I stopped.
So this video from like 2024, because apparently this happened again last year. This particular assignment we don't get to do live anymore. So you watch this video, I go over Booleans, and show some different cases for that. I make some cool like 3D dice with like indented pips, and then we make some 2D with textures. No, I didn't 3D. No, not those.
Sorry.
Got a regular dice cube.
Hey, can I throw it at you?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me find something to throw at you.
I missed you, probably.
All right. So we'll make a few of these with indented pips. So we'll use Booleans for that. We'll use a couple of spheres and like do that. So that's all done in the video. We're going to count it. It's good. We do literally just a cube that we texture up in there and make just a regular die like that without the indented pips. And then also we do a bit of a question block. So you just pass them around.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
was
no,
like,
don't. You don't get to keep everything, Maya.
Look. Would you either
Yeah, so we can do a cool question block. Mushroom on top, optional.
They really made this one where you can't kill a child with it.
I know, it's so upsetting. I didn't bring one of those. So we do a lot of stuff with cubes in this video like 2 years ago. So we made, let's just look at this guy. All right, so we need 3 sets of the Boolean dice, which are here. Well, now we got 3 going around. Different colors.
Oh, I like this one.
Each one. So I need 3 sets of those. A simple cube for a textured die, and I've got it here. So this guy, he's literally just
a cube?
A regular set, cube, like default cube we get in Blender. And then I showed in the video how to do just a quick nasty cloud texture and then the pips as little dots in Photoshop. We also in the video made the sorry piece.
We're sorry that we made that.
We're very sorry about that. Yes, thank you. And then apparently I did a number of question blocks. And yeah, so just beveled it a little bit, and the same thing as with the dice, we just made some textures in Photoshop. And so the question blocks are there because they're part of everyone's game night. No, because I like Mario, so deal with it. And then this is apparently a table and chair I did some time ago.
I'm gonna think of Freddy clip from my blog.
Oh my gosh, it's
Right. So we got that far. So we checked that. We did that. We did a question block. Sorry, Nintendo. 2 sorry tokens, which are the little fat guys here. We just need 2 of them in different colors. And that was kind of fun to make. And I think I'll show it in the video, and I think I might have either a text or some kind of a tutorial on how to make the sorry pieces somewhere. Yeah, so there's an old one. It's literally, we just start with a sphere, extrude it down, and then using the not Yahtzee, proportional editing, that's the words. Then we just swell it out. It works really well. So that's all in the video that makes up for us sleeping in till noon on Tuesday. It happened. I don't care. So that, yeah, I slept a lot. It was awesome.
I slept a lot.
It was quite enjoyable. Right, so we did all that. Sorry pieces. So we will cover a D20, which is easy to do. We'll do a Meeple, but I've got also a video and some instructions for that. Today we'll also make a game board or box. We can either do a Rubik's Cube, or in the past, instead of a Rubik's Cube, I would do a Fidget Cube. So either one is fine with me, and I'll start a Fidget Cube after we make a Rubik's Cube, just to show how some of that might work. Huh? I would love to get all these things back. I think that would be awesome if I didn't have to report this class for theft. So We'll do a Rubik's or Fidget Cube, your call. And then that's going to be kind of it. Make or import a scene around your tokens. We already made furniture, so to me it just makes sense to at least bring in your table and chairs, if not your ugly metaball couch and everything else.
Okay, ugly would mean more
Where
than
exactly
my
did you get
metaball
these
couch.
pictures? Because they
Well, I
use
have
the
that idea.
rigid
I'll
spinning
import
one,
my
and I
oven.
need one that does the rigid spinning.
I don't even remember. Like these, I accumulate things.
Set on fire.
Yeah.
This is one great question.
I'm a bit of a hoarder. No, what is it? Is it the Zelda pin?
No.
No. What did you put in my
It
office?
looks like it would not be something you would buy.
A business book?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
It's something fun, but it's still something you would never buy.
I'm quoting that.
Something you have seen me have before.
Here, this is, I don't know, I just brought this for fun. This is my favorite cube.
The component.
I need to make that guy.
Oh, sick.
He's my favorite.
Flavor.
Okay, so this is all of that. All right, we'll start. So I need a second sorry piece. So I just Shift D, made a copy, and I'll just change his color to, there we go. I already had a purple ready to go.
That's not purple, that's blue.
This,
That looks like
It looks
blue.
purple. It's like
That
violet.
looks like epoxy resin with blue powder.
it's purple on my, yeah, it does look blue over there.
Ignore these screens.
Okay.
It must not be good. It looks
Well, it looks great here. So good luck, everybody.
It's all sorts of colors.
It's purple. Is that the AC
Sure.
purple?
I think it probably is. Yeah, I usually look up the hex color for ACU purple when I'm adding purple to anything.
Or is it Five Nights at Freddy's purple guy purple?
Speaking of which, screencast keys. Let me turn those guys on. That's also ACU purple. Sorry, marketing team. I ripped you off. All right. So let's pretend this doesn't exist. I'm just gonna hide it.
Sorry.
All right. So we'll do a D20, which is probably the easiest thing we get to do this week. She's already done it. She's done 5 of them.
No.
I couldn't find a 20 in my office. I got a 12, I got a 4, I got like everything else.
That's odd. You always
Ye-
have a
I know, maybe because, I don't know.
Whoa.
Who knows?
20. Maybe Maya stole it.
Maybe Maya stole it.
I don't like the applications. It's because I'm black.
No, that's not why.
There you go.
That is not at all why.
Wow. Okay, let's ignore all of that. Didn't happen.
That is a
Right. So this is me already like partway done. I brought in the table, which is itself 2 meters wide. So wow, that's a big table. And 4 meters long. Okay, look,
like 7 feet. So
wide. That's 7 feet this way. I could lay across this table this way. It's a big table. Yeah. Yeah, it won't fit through the door. Don't worry about it. So I had to shrink these down to fit on there because and I covered in the video, our default cube starts at 2 meters, which is the exact width of this table, and that's really large. Good luck rolling that, or a handful of them.
Way bigger than me. I could fit inside the D20.
Yes. All right. So we'll start with a D. We'll do a D20, which is really, really easy. We're going to add a mesh and where'd it go? There we go. Icosphere. And by default, it starts off with 2 subdivisions, which makes it too much. But if we just pull the subdivisions down to 1,
It's a D40.
we have a D20. Good to go. So I'm going to pull this guy up, zoom on him. We're going to hiccup a little bit. And I'm going to add to him, he's going to be neon pink because I don't know why. He just is. So we got a pink D20. You can texture that and make cool stuff with it. I'm going to tab into edit mode, hit 2 to go to edges, A to select everything, and Control B to bevel. And I'm just going to round this off just a touch. And then while I'm pulling, I'll roll the scroll wheel up to add some subdivisions. And so now we've got
and then extrude all the
a
triangles.
prettier, don't, what are you doing, man?
On the inside.
Oh, extrude them in? Yeah, that might be cool.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
not
make
those,
it like
the-
a metal dice.
Yeah, so that now it's nice and rounded and not just a goofy shape. And if you want to do what he did, Fine, we'll do it. So I'm going to go to 3 to faces. I'll select one face.
Gonna be one weird die.
We're gonna, yeah, and then I'm gonna hit select and select similar. And for this, we're gonna set similar area. What?
Uh-oh.
Didn't do it. All right, similar. Just got one. I would have thought.
Just to that one face, because you only want one face selected.
Yeah. We'll just try something else. Let's try similar perimeter. Why are you being like this? Okay.
You may have to do it the hard way.
No, I will not. I will click so many times for a shortcut. Area, polygon sides. Let's try polygon sides because this is a triangle. There we go. And everything else that we beveled out was not. I think. Let's make sure there's not. Okay, so we've just got that. Yeah, it was weird. All right, and I don't know why my stats are off, but I'm going to turn them back on. So this guy up here, I'm going to click on statistics, and I have 20 faces selected. That seems right for the D20.
Yeah.
Seems just about right. And then before I go extruding, I'm just going to check this up here. So this thing looks like a chain link right now. And I want to extrude everything. So this is how we handle multiple things at a time, right? So bounding box center means I'm going to extrude from the full thing. I can extrude from where the 3D cursor is at, which may not even be near my object. But right now I'm going to do individual origins. So they're all going to extrude their own way. And then the other way to make sure that I do that is instead of just extruding, I'm going to extrude along normals, and we'll just push them in a little bit. So that's the way you can get even more detailed dices.
And then bevel the edges with the corners.
Bevel the inner edges.
Yeah, the corners.
No, the corners are awesome. All right. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to auto smooth the shade so that looks cooler. And then with all of the triangles selected, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to make it even funkier.
Shade auto smooth.
And I've got to find
Sure.
purple. There it is.
So,
So I'll assign purple to these. And now that,
oh, snap.
bro, I want this. Go to the Maker Lab now.
You want
And make this for me.
something that crushes your table?
Yes.
Cool.
And looks fabulous while doing it.
I'm quoting that one too.
All right. Here's something else. So they just go straight in, which is okay-ish. I'm going to go back to edit mode. I've still got just the 20 selected. And since I'm on individual origins, I'm just going to scale them a little bit. So they're all along their own origins. Just going to just come in a little bit. So I'm going to make them smaller. I think that's going to look better. Yeah. Instead of that inner frame of this just going straight in. All right, so we over fancied the D20.
Good.
So we're doing a good job. Let's go to UV editing. We are already set up.
Oh, cool.
So I'm going to
Well,
here. So we get the ridges. The ridges are fine. We're not doing anything crazy there. If I hit A and select everything, this is
Okay.
right. You can see where we beveled. You can see where we extruded. But these triangles are basically where this UV is started. And so we can take this, right? So I can go, I'm going to select everything here, and then UV, and then, where's it, image? Where's the guy at? Hold on while I look over my glasses, just revealing how old I am.
It's okay.
There it is, right at the bottom. So UV and extrude UV layout, and I probably did this in the video with the other stuff. So extrude UV layout and call it whatever we want. Call it the D20 unwrap. We want it to save as a PNG. I don't need that 001 in there. Daggum. And set it to whatever size. You really want detail on this currently massive D20, then you can go up to like 2K or 4K on your size.
It was UV. It was the very last button, export UV.
And right now, since I've got it all selected, I'm good, but you can also, just to be sure, check on all UVs. And then I'm going to save this in my exports or textures folder. Actually, I'm going to leave exports for FBXs and stuff we'll do later. So I'm just going to leave this in the textures folder. So I'm going to drag it in there and export this D20 unwrapped PNG there.
Could you also just like take a the text mesh and put a number?
Yeah, you could do that, but
Okay, but
yeah.
You'll get credit for that?
I think I think for this I was pretty open. The D20 just needs to,
Because I did not want to waste
yeah,
1 hour.
the qualifications were make it pretty. So yeah, if you want an actual 3D text object, all the numbers sticking out, and then try to reweight the dice because the 20 actually weighs more than the 1. Like, I don't even know how that works. That's fine.
When we save that to our folder, what does that do for us in the future?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. It gets you a good grade for one. Yeah. So I'm going to go to Photoshop.
It also lets you access them.
Yeah.
Let's attract investors, which but the problem.
Do we do not want your dude bro investor nonsense in here.
But nobody
Yeah.
but nobody likes investors, so it's kind of useless now.
Fine. Blender, let me go find it. So Blender this year, game time, textures. There's my unwrap. So what that did is it gives me a stencil. So I know where all those faces are at, and now I can just come in here. I can add, where's my layers? Go. So this is my first layer. I don't want to export this again, so I will turn it off before I make something. So we're just going to call this outline. And again, in the videos, I'm sure I did all of this for the question block and the little derpy D6. But again, so we got outline. I'm going to add a new layer down here. And I'm going to make, yeah, do you want the grid? I can turn the grid off, Control H. I'm going to make some paint here. So I'm just going to make the background for this purple as well. You can go find the ACU purple if you want.
It's in your, I mean, it's a huge dude. Oh.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm paint bucket tool. Background's purple. I'm going to pull the outline above it. And then you can do this really fancy. I'm not going to. All right, I'm just going to demonstrate.
What?
And I'm just going to use a awful looking brush and draw my numbers on. So here's one.
It's terrible.
And then on the other side somewhere, figure out where the other side's at. Probably over here is 20. Maybe that's that one. No, this is better. Like we have this beautiful looking, like nicely shaped. This is what I want. Yeah. So 1, 2, and then good luck. Just like with a D6, did that make it all the way around? Yeah, it's over here. Your D20s should, all dice work the same way.
No, they don't.
The smallest number should be exactly opposite of the largest number. So the ones on the other side, wherever that's at, is the 20, and then all, you know, and it should all equal 21. And on the dice,
I
on
have
the,
to do my
let me have the
numbers
foam
again.
guy there, Wade. Foam guy? Yeah. So just like this. So the 1 is across from the 6, they equal 7. The 2 is across from the 5, they equal 7. The 3 is across from the 4, they equal 7. So
Well, I have to redo my numbers.
yeah, hold on, let me think. And so this could be, don't do it this ugly. This is terrible. But I'm just showing you, we've got a stencil that shows us where things are at. You can jump back and forth between Blender and be like, okay, which one is this? So for the D20, yes. The D20, I'm not requiring anything. For the use Photoshop for the simple dice. Use Photoshop for the question block. We're going to use Photoshop for the Meeple we're about to do, and then the rest, if it doesn't specifically say, then go off. We're going to get to Substance Painter later. All right. So here in the UV edit mode, this is somewhat new to Blender 5. It didn't used to be this nice and easy. But I'm on face mode. I want to know what this face is. So I'll select that, and I can see that is this one right here. Very nice. And if I go all the way to the other side, where is the other side to that? Canonically. I guess this one? Then that's over here. So that should be the 1 and the 20, right? So you can come back and figure out which is which, and how they orient, and figure all that out, or just, paint and guess.
The numbers have to be like in the exact correct positions.
Am I going to check if the number's the exact same position? Probably not.
What if it's a spin die? Look like they made a spin die instead.
Then you didn't do what I said, which was the D20, which was this shape.
Yeah, it's a spin die.
You can do it as a separate additional thing. Make the icosphere D20. Anyway,
Look, I'm making
all right. So let's pretend this is done. I'm just going to show you the workflow. Do not export this again with the outline on, because the outline will be part of the texture. Turn that guy off. Okay. This is my awful, beautiful texture. So I'm going to say File.
This is wonderful.
It's right in front of me. There's export. Where's export?
You have a 1, but you have like a
Oh, there it is. Literally right in front of me.
4 chance of actually rolling a number.
Yeah, it's terrible. So File, Export, and quick export as PNG is probably the easiest way to do any of this.
Yeah.
I'm in the wrong folder to begin with. So let me go here.
But you still kind of need
Game time, textures. There's my unwrap or my outline, and here's my D20 texture. Unfinished. I don't want future me to think past me is an idiot. We'll save that there.
We all do that.
Yeah, no, I've never been impressed with past me.
Oh, I thought you were saying all things that cost an idiot.
That too. All right.
No.
So now that presumably I've got all of that done, I don't. So on my dice, I can leave, since I had 2 materials on here, I can leave I'm just going to go back to layout. I'm going to leave the pink, and I'm just going to apply that texture to the purple parts. So if I come to purple, on this guy, right now it's just set to the color purple, but if I hit this yellow dot, I can say I want to use an image texture instead, and then it just changes to black because it doesn't know what the image texture is. I hit open. We go find textures, and then the unfinished texture, hit open, and there it is. Look at that. Come on. Come on. It's amazing.
We need to bring this to a D&D one-shot.
Follow me on Temu. This is my new, no. So, however you want to do it, we're going to make a simple D20. You can extrude. I do want it at least the corners beveled, because otherwise you're going to poke someone's eye out. If you want to extrude it, you want to paint it in Substance Painter, you want to texture it with Photoshop. If you want to be Sean and add a billion polys to your scene and have 3D numbers extruding out, that's fine.
Those metal dice that are really pretty.
That's where we're at. Now that D20 is too big for even for my massive table, so I'm just going to scale it down. I would buy that. I would buy a D20 that big. I want it as like a deflatable, like.
I want it as like a
Yeah.
like a plushie, and then I just lay out.
A plushie would work too. So this is now, it's still 1/4 of a meter. That's still really freaking large. So anyway, shrink it down to roughly what everything else is, drop it on the table, and move on with life.
Yeah. You can't use this to crush people.
Okay, actually, here we go. This year I'm getting more into plugins and add-ons. So I'm just going to have this guy here, and you can go find, I think it might be there automatically, or you can download it. There's the Blender add-on. Drop it. And you can you just go grab it. It's free. This is absolutely required.
something or what right sound, but
You can see what it does. So you can, and I believe someone did with the game pieces, no, the building blocks, we can get into Blender and we can use real physics and set this up and drop them and watch them go everywhere. There's a full physics simulator in here.
this gives me funny.
It takes a while. It's cool as heck. It's real. But sometimes you just want something to be on the table. So I'm going to right click it and drop it. And it's just going to go down here. And it's going to go down until it reaches the first surface. And then it landed auto-magically there, which is kind of stupid. Let me see if I can... That is with a lined surface on. Okay. Sometimes it'll rotate it, sometimes not. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with the settings, whatever. Oof. But drop it's fun. I don't know. I downloaded it like years ago, so I don't know which one I downloaded. It works. It works. Let me show you what I do while we're on the subject. Well, we are squirreling hard today. This is awesome. Okay. So in Documents, Blender, you see I've got all these folders of all the different assignments and projects and stuff. I've got an add-ons folder. And so I just drag them in here. There it is. I've got Drop It version 1.2, which is probably way older than what you just found.
No, 1.2 is the 4.1.
Is it? Okay. So you don't have to unzip these. You don't have to do anything else. Go find the things online, download the zipped folder, drop it somewhere where you'll remember it. I very much enjoy having it in Blender and add-ons. Then when I update Blender, I know exactly where everything's at and can reinstall. And then from there, since we're squirreling, edit, preferences, then either in add-ons, get extensions, we'll go shop for some stuff, and we'll look at more later. But in add-ons, right, I've got it listed here already, but you won't because your computer doesn't know about it. So come up here and hit this little drop-down arrow, install from disk. Go find where you put that zipped folder and say, install this guy. Easy peasy. And then you've got access to it. You never even have to unzip it. It's fantastic. All right, so I'm just going to pull this up. Let me look at it this way, this way. All right. I just want to rotate it on the Y a little bit so that it looks like it's going to land on a flat ish. Let me rotate it on the X. Just setting it up to look like it's landing flat. There we go. Flat enough. Now it'll make more sense when I drop it. And turn off align to surface. And then it'll, yeah. All right, it's there. Whatever that backwards 20 is, I didn't roll it. Too bad. All right. For the D20, which I expect to usually spend 2 minutes on, that's
1 hour.
we overkilled it. All right, Meeples. Let's do this guy. I've got this is all online. Do I need to cover it? Yeah, I think I do. What else is there? Yeah, we'll do Meeples. So we got this guy. All right, I'm going to create a new cylinder. Start with that. Let's just see, is it Shift H? Yeah, I'm just going to hide everything else. So that everything else is gone. I'm going to X that because I'm going to do some stuff. So I'm going to again, I'm going to go add mesh cylinder. And he's going to start really large and we'll shrink him down later, but the depth is just too much. Let me just pull down to like 1. See if that's the kind of a head I want. I didn't bring a Meeple with me. I'm terrible.
Does our Meeple have to
Fire me.
Meeple's proportions have to match the
Huh? Yeah, I know I'm the worst. Everyone knows. All right. We'll start with that. Okay, I'm gonna go tab.
Does our Meeple need to match the exact proportions of this thing?
Do you know the exact proportions of the thing?
No.
Okay, then we're just gonna make it up. All right, I'm gonna grab, oh, I don't know, 6 of these along this axis. So if I grab one face here and then I move my mouse over and hit Control, then it'll grab all the ones in between, the shortest path. So now I've got all 6 of those selected, and I'm going to scale S on the X to 0 and hit Enter. And so that took all of those, made them flat, and then I'm gonna move it up a little bit. So from my Z, just gonna move that back there-ish.
I think you got it.
Looks kind of all right. I might have done too much.
Nah.
I think his head's a little bit rounder than they usually are.
It's fine. Let it
No, we're going more.
be around.
Shh. He can't be round.
Why?
Then what? Then he's gonna want rights? Forget this nonsense. All right. SX0 again.
The green one.
Okay, so enter.
All right, and then.
Yeah, I like that better. So we,
Concentric.
I don't want it to have too much
And.
of a neck.
0. It is 0.
All right, now let me see if I can remember how I did this last time.
B.
Who knows? All right, so I'm going to E extrude it, bring it down some. Actually, you know what? Control Z. I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to get rid of these edges here that I don't necessarily want right now. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to keep the middle one, but I'm going to shift, grab this one, and then please just go to the select. I don't want to move it. So grab those 4. I'll grab these 4. So I'm keeping the sides and the center, and I'm grabbing the other edges. I don't want them. So I'm going to hit X and dissolve edges, and they're gone. And I'll go back to 3 for face mode. I'll select these 2 guys, and then I'm again looking at it from the top-ish. Now the bottom, and I'm just going to extrude that down some, and there-ish. We're making it up. We don't know. Let's look up some reference, because the heck if I know. Go.
Meeple. Yes.
Look at these guys.
Board game.
These guys are awesome. I love them.
I've never seen this before.
What? Play Carcassonne. I mean, they're used in lots of other stuff, but that's the one I.
That one.
Which one?
The where it says meeples in many sizes.
Oh my gosh.
Giant meeples.
Oh,
Yeah,
Strawberry.
it's-
there goes my paycheck.
No,
No.
just print it into Mixer.
I want the wood grain. So they look like this. They're very common in especially European board games. Do you know if anyone knew? I'm a nerd. Okay, so out-ish. Okay, so we're almost a star. So I'm just trying to get the shape down here in Blender.
Star people.
Okay, so I've got these 2 selected still. I think it needs to be a little wider, so I'm going to S to scale on the Y, and then pull out some.
You gotta do everything except for these 2.
So I'm coming out just wider than the top of the head,
You gotta have 2.
and now I'm just faking everything else. So I'm going to grab this, I'm going to hit 2, grab this edge in the middle, and I'm going to pull it down on the X some. So I'm getting the torso shape. And then 3, I'm going to grab the 2 sides, and we're going to extrude out some arms. So extrude along normals. All right, now we're going to collapse these. So I'm going to grab these 2 edges, get off a bevel. All right, so I'm grabbing the sides of the, I guess, the blocky hand now. Will it do it? No, I need to do the vertices. So I'm going to grab these 2 verts. 1, 2, grab those. If I hit M, I'm activating merge, and then I'm going to merge at center. So he just snaps those two guys together. And I'll do that with the bottom set of verts.
Yeah.
And now we got a pointy little hand. We can adjust the shape of that later, but I'm just getting the geometry I want. So little nubs. M, merge at center. Okay, so we've got the start of his little army guys. Man, little leggies. He needs leggies. So if I try to extrude now, I think by default it will try to extrude these guys together. So he's a very modest little Meeple. Don't like that. So escape that, and just Control Z. All right, so on this drop down, we've been doing along normals. We can also extrude individual, just to be sure. And now when I extrude, I'm going to pop out. The guy's going to be doing the splits as we expect. Yeah, he's crazy. Did I not?
No, you
Man.
did the legs first.
Oh, man, so listen. This is my show.
The whole thing.
I do it different pretty much every time. Okay, you did the extrude individual?
It's got that little thing as well, but it's still extruded together.
Honestly,
The other extrude, yeah. There you go. Now do it. Yeah. Which little shark mouth thing. All right, we got his rough shape. Now we just got to clean him up. He's just a little guy. I don't know why he's sideways, but he is. I think I did him the other way before. All right, so I'm going to turn my snaps on. Okay, while we try to fix this. So I've got my little magnet guy on. And I'm just going to go ahead and select to vertex, even though I'm going to be moving edges. Make sure I'm on the move tool. And I'm going to move this edge, hit 2 to get edges.
You might not want to do.
I'm going to slide that up and then hover over this guy, this vertex here, and it's going to be exactly flat with that. Slide this guy up, and then again hover over this vert, and he snaps there. So his legs kind of sort of work. I'm just going to be moving some stuff around to get the shape a little bit better. I'm going to take these guys and scale them in. So S on the Y, I'm just going to bring those in a little bit. Oh, I need to change this. So if I want to scale something closer together, individual origins doesn't do it. So I need to go back to something like bounding box center. And so then they'll move toward each other when I scale them in. So scale on the Y. So just closing that up. So his feet that we kind of messed up a little bit by flattening them are back to sort of okay. I'm just going to pull those guys down a little bit, make them a little bit longer. And now I got to fix these hands. He's just so derpy.
Now this is what we want. See, we want meeples that we can throw at each other and they'll actually poke each other.
I don't know what game you're playing with these, but that's. Just want to pull them up a little bit.
Listen, it's all about the world building.
It really is with you, isn't it? And then I'm going to S on the Y. I'm going to scale these away from each other. Not that far.
World of gray.
The scaling apart. So that's up here on where'd it go? This guy. So it looks like a little this transform pivot point. So I'm doing bounding box so that they scale kind of in relation to each other, whereas before I wanted their individual origins. All right. So he's kind of the shape we want. He's a little weird. He's a little sharp. We can bevel that guy out.
But that's perfect.
Let me just look.
I want you to throw my children.
His hands go kind of down more, don't they? I'm like
that far.
going up.
I want to throw my Sean.
Okay, that's the same thing.
That works.
All right, so I'm going to pull those down a little bit.
What?
Because they do kind of go down a little bit more than they go up, but whatever. Just get the rough shape you want. And I think we're kind of done with the basic model. Now you got to make them not dangerous to people. All right, so I'm going to grab, I think what it's going to do, try and do them all roughly the same except for maybe the hands. So the hands we'll do in a minute. I'm going to grab all the other edges. So I guess the shoulder and the armpit and the shoulder and the armpit. And I'm only doing it this way because as much as mirror is awesome, it's good practice to do it all. We'll look at mirrors and you can hate me later for the things I didn't show you.
When we do one of these, are we just gonna be able to like duplicate them with that both times?
Yeah. Yeah. Goodness, don't make your job harder.
You have to make every single
Right.
meeple from scratch.
So I got the shoulders. I got the armpits. I've got both sides of the feet. And I've got the adjoining center is what we're going to call that. And I'm going to Control B and bevel those. And we're just rounding them out a little bit. So move your mouse, move your scroll wheel until you get the number of subdivisions you like. And that looks kind of good.
Give it as many segments as you can.
As many segments as you can. I don't know if I said that, but okay. So I'm going to go up a little bit. So it's going to be a little more highly detailed. And now, just because I knew that I would want more on the hands, I'm going to do the same thing with the hands. But I'm going to round them a little bit more than we did everything else. So same thing. Grab the two, Control B, and start. Huh.
Oh gosh.
These little guys.
Someone really went brutal on their meeple.
What has happened?
Somebody cut his meeple open.
Oh, these things happen.
I got behind, so I'm just following the thing.
Okay, fair enough. And that'll be somewhat slightly a lot different than what we've done. That's okay.
I guess let's do the same one.
He ended up with a little nubby, so I'm gonna.
That's a gingerbread
What's
man.
slightly a lot different is such an interesting thing.
Yeah, he's here. He's fine.
It looks like a gingerbread man.
I'm going to again scale on the Y just to pull his hands out a little bit. I'm starting to like this guy actually. He's
Oh my gosh, it's
he's a
amazing.
Meeple plane.
It's a gingerbread man. Run, run, run as fast
All right. So I've got the shape because there's like lunch or something coming up. We're gonna leave it there. The shape is fine. I'm going to shade auto smooth, and then we're gonna do something a little bit different than I think even in the tutorial there shows. I want to be a little more specific about how I unwrap this. So we're going to go back and we're going to make that or grab or do something with that wood grain that we had, but we're going to go deeper. He's got little short legs. He's fun. Okay.
Oh wait, no, you did do this. You did a normal map in the tutorial.
Yeah, I'm going to do a normal map, but I'm going to do the unwrap different. So I've got my guy selected. Everything else is hidden. I'm going to come to the UV editing tab, and then I'm going to hit A to select everything. And this is currently what he looks like.
Follow the tutorial method.
Awful stuff right here.
Yeah, because we did all kinds of moving and extruding and beveling, this is actually awful. So what we could do and what I'm not going to do, but I'm going to show you how it would look. By default, right, I could just hit U and do the Smart UV Project, and it's just going to chunk this guy out. So these are my default settings here, and I'll hit Unwrap, and it actually doesn't do too bad. Like, it gets the top, it gets the bottom, but it does a lot of like extra stuff with the sides into a bunch of pieces. I don't want that. So it works, but then I've got to move things because I'm going to make a wood grain and I want it to go a certain way. We're gonna change this up. So let me show you what I would do to unwrap this. So I'm going to go to 2, and let me just hit my screen cap. There we go. Turn it on, back on again. Classic. All right. So I'm going to hit 2, and I'm going to just start selecting edges. Let me see so I'm going to grab this bit here, and I'm going to want, like it had, I want the whole top to be one continuous UV. So I'm going to try select and select similar. Why is it not? All by trait? Link, shortest path. Huh? What I want is the whole top. Well, let me just try that. So let me just do select the loop. And it got all that. So that loop got selected. So we'll just try and keep it with the loops. I'm going to shift and control and grab that. Now it's not working for me. Okay. It's the edges, I mean, it's the faces that'll do planar. So we can go all the way around. Let me just do it this way. I'm going to grab a face, and that's where the select is at. So I'm going to select similar and then coplanar, because that wasn't on the edge one, right? Oh, what did I mess up?
Oh, shit.
All right, so I've got that whole shape now. I don't want the insides done, so I'm going to get to 2, and I'm being particular, but oh well. And so I'm going to shift, and I'm going to undo these interior edges. I just want that outline. Oof, so much clicky clicky. Okay, there we go. And it's not showing them to me. But anyway, so I'm reasonably confident I've got just the outline selected. And I'm going to right click and mark seam. Yeah. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Who? Fun stuff. Who's ever been hunting? No? Not this group? Huh?
The wrong class.
I'm in the wrong class? No? You've never skinned a squirrel or a deer or a... Hmm? We're ignoring that. Okay. So UV unwrapping manually is very much like, imagine a bearskin rug. Someone had to cut the fur and stretch it all out, and so it's kind of like that.
Season is open again.
Open season's open. There we go. All right. So I'm going to do the same with the bottom, and I want that to be a separate chunk. So I'm going to grab, we are just killing time today. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Select, similar, coplanar. I don't know why it's not seeing these as coplanar. Maybe something got shift. So now I've got the whole guy. I'm again going to go back to edges. Same routine, shift, click, and I'm going to undo all the interior edges. So I've just got the outline of the bottom. What are you laughing at, Sean?
I have a comment, but I'm not going to make it.
I appreciate that.
But I want another comment. It's fine, don't say it.
Follow him on Discord for his comments.
We are friends on, are we friends on Discord? I know we
Yes.
talked on Discord at least.
Okay, so I got the outline again. Same thing. I'm going to mark seam. And then I'm going to get up in here and mark a seam. Interesting. I just got to pick one. So I'll pick an edge here, mark seam. And then I don't know where else is a good one to...
The one in the center top is said.
Center top. The tops I'm probably going to see. I'm going to try and do it in his neck somewhere.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm just going to grab one there and then grab one here. So I'm just going to get him by the collarbone. So I've got those two edges selected. Again, right click, mark seam. Now, that was a lot of work to kind of do. That's UV unwrapping. We won't do this level of UV unwrapping often. Actually, we will next week. Never mind, I'm a liar. Okay, so I'm going to hit A. And now that I've got everything selected and A over here as well, and if I hit U, I'm just going to go probably angle-based.
Oh my gosh.
And then I've got these guys, and it's
looks
going
like a
to
circus thing.
it's going to take the It's literally where I marked seams is where it's cutting my UV islands. So this is,
Why don't I want those?
see, let's select a face here. So from
Explain how all-
his midpoint
No. it
to
makes
his
sense.
other armpit
He ruined my.
So then could you explain how that?
is this line here, and then looks like the top of his head is its own, and that's over here. So this is the top of his head. These are the around the sides.
Just follow his
Did
instructions.
you add multiple seams along the?
No, I just.
Last thing I want to do is figure out where I want my wood grain to flow. So let's see if I can find one of these that looks.
I'm tempted to just.
They look like candy. I kind of want to eat them.
Right? They look chewy, crunchy, delicious.
What the heck?
Oh, there was the one I want. There we go. Oh, they're going diagonal on some of these. So you can pick. So we know when we make a wood grain in Photoshop, it's going to be up and down. So if we want, now we've got our islands. The wood grain can go sideways on them. We're fine with that. And then here, I've got to select the same as I've got over here. I can select by face, by edge, or vertex. But with this on, next to it, if I select a face, it selects all of the connected faces in that UV island. So with the wood grain going sideways on the Meeple, I want it to go, I guess, crossways on the, yeah. So I think I want to turn all of these around. So I'm going to shift and click. I'm going to grab all these islands here, and I'm going to rotate them by 90. So I want the wood grains to kind of go across them. Yeah. And for the purposes of this, we're just going to do a wood grain, so we can have these overlap. That's fine. Or I can take this and make the front and the back line up, and that gives me more room for the edges. So we're just moving stuff around. These kind of sort of match. Yeah, we like it. All right, so we're gonna go with that. We can come back and fix it later. I don't need to export the UV layout for this, or the outline, because I'm just making one simple wooden texture. So we got that unwrapped the way we want. I'm gonna go to layout, come in here, actually go to Photoshop. Yeah, we should just put this on them. No, don't do that. All right, so I'm just going to hide what we've got, but I've got a nice, what we save this as, 2K. So I've got a nice 2K texture here. So I'm just going to use what I've got open, make a new layer. And we're going to do the wood the same as we did last time, or you just find the wood that you got from last time. Let's just do that. No, we're going to make a new one. All right, so actually in this case, we want him to be, no, we just need black and white even. Yeah, I'm just going to make it normalish out of this. So I can just hit this button right here.
Wait.
Cancel.
Wait,
Yeah.
You can't do it in Photoshop anymore.
I know that. Thank you. I know. So we're gonna use the wood grain only for the normal map. So we're gonna add the color in Blender. So I just, with a black and white, I'm gonna go ahead and, I guess I could do this all in Photo P, but I'm starting here where we're used to stuff. So filter, render, fibers, and we've got the same like thing we had before. I might pull the strength and the variance down a bit. We don't need this guy to be too crazy. Play with the sliders. Oof, too much. Randomize. Sure, whatever. All right, so just make a fiber. So this will be the start. This won't even be what we use, but I'm going to export as PNG, or again, we could have done all this, or we've got this wood texture here. So we just call this Meeple grain color that we're not going to actually use. Back in the day, before Adobe stole stuff from us, I could have made a normal map right here in Photoshop. But now I've got to go to a copy of Photoshop to do what it used to do. So I'm going to go to,
Stole stuff from us? Don't you mean Roblox?
I don't know what you're saying. Photop.com?
.org. Oh, I guess it was .com.
Yeah.
I must have gotten something confused.
So I'm going to open from computer, and I'm going to find the right folder, which is always the problem for me. I saved it. There we go. So my Meeple grain color, open that up. And here's what Photoshop used to have. Filter, 3D, normal map. And it just makes it this like purpley thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. What this is it is normal map uses RGB for like XYZ. So red, green, blue. And it makes this color map that when we put it on something and the renderer's working right, it will act like light is traveling along a more detailed surface. Yeah. So this is how we make a normal map. So it's going to be a very flat thing, but when the light hits it, it's going to act like it's got all these grains in it because of the way that the normal map renders. I just opened it up here and went to filter 3D normal or normal map. Yeah, that's why it looks purple. Is it's red and green and blue all like mixed together. Usually just red and blue. Yeah. And so I will do the same thing. I'm going to save that or export as PNG from here. And we're going to set of color. I'm going to call it Meeple grain normal. By the way, we could do this with the wood grain on our tables and our other stuff if you want to get cray-cray. So that, I hope, downloaded where I thought it was going to. Who even knows? Documents. It's possible that instead, no, it's just the regular wood normal. Where's my other Meeple normal? All right, so what I just got from Photop is actually, it saved to my downloads folder. So I'm just going to grab that, Control X, go back to my file, Control V. Okay, yeah, mine, I don't know. If it did, I wasn't paying attention. All right. So I've got the normal map. Now I'm going to set this guy up. So I've got him. He has nothing on him in the way of materials. So I'm going to make him a new material. And then new here. And this will be Meeple. And then pick a color. What color is this first guy going to be? Oh, I was going to go red. All right, I see how you are. It's going to be Meeple blue, and then I can make the color whatever color I want. And so to not be a liar, I'll make him blue. And he looks kind of cool.
But now he is a liar. Sorry, that was...
And here on normal, on the material, I'm going to click on that. I'm going to say normal map. It's under vector, so I'm going to use normal map. And then it uses like this lavender color by default. And so the same thing as we do with the regular textures, I'm going to click on the yellow dot by the color under normal. So normal, blah, 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 this color. And I'm going to use an image texture and go find my new normal map. So just working down the chain here, I'm going to hit open, go to my textures folder. Where's my Meeple normal? Meeple grain normal, open image, and now he looks thusly.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Is it terrible? We can change the amount. So you can change the amount of strength of the normal. So we can like pull that down. So it's like it's only a little bit. Like 0.5, it's okay. It's not as like eye gouging.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I like the way the wood grain's going here. I might turn him so that the wood grain goes up and down on him instead of across, or we can even just do the diagonal like we saw in some of the pictures. Or you just crank the strength up to like 50, and at some point you get diminishing returns, but I'm going to keep the normal strength at 0.5. It looks nice. Okay, now finally I'm pretty sure, because that awful guy who writes the syllabus and the rubrics, I think he said he wanted 2 different meeples in 2 different colors. So, should we redo everything that we've done?
Yes.
You're fired, Sean. Absolutely fired. All right. First, let me unhide all the other stuff. Oh, unhide all the other stuff.
Also, don't forget to name people in the hierarchy.
Oh yeah, name him Meeple for the love, because cylinder just doesn't.
It doesn't convey what he is.
Yeah.
You need to
He's absolutely not even a cylinder anymore.
let
Why
everybody
not?
know what he be. He be just a little guy.
Why not internal crusader of death or internal?
I mean, if that works for you.
Sean, do what you're gonna do. You're crazy.
I got sorry pieces. I'm looking for. Oh, I think it came in a different collection. Yeah. So I'm gonna get the table underneath him. Nope, the table's inside of him. There it is. Okay, so
Oh my God.
this guy
Meeple.
fell down. This Meeple was.
Crushed.
He threw a fit after he lost a game. Yeah. All right. So let me grab him and scale him. First, I'm going to rotate him on the Y by, let's try 90. Yep, that's right. And then I'm going to pull him up hereabouts. Frame on him. I've got to go back and forth, turn it back on. Okay. So he's here. I'm just going to scale him. So hit S and start shrinky shrink.
He raged so much that he shrunk.
Drop it. Zoom in. So he looks, I guess, about size right, at least compared to whatever our sorry pieces are. I want one of him that's red or yellow. Which one?
Red.
Thank you. You're a good man. Okay. So I'm going to Shift D and escape, and then I can move him where I want. So now I've got a second one. And remember, so Alt D was like a clone that follows along. Shift D is just a copy that you can change. So I've got a second guy, and I can, let me see if I can remember. On him, on the second Meeple, or Meeple, oh, I didn't even spell it right. So he's already got Meeple blue, and I can see that this here, this number 2, display number of users. So I'm going to click this, and it makes a single user copy. So now I have a copy of that material. I don't have to go set up the normal map again. So I can rename this guy, this copy now, and make him Meeple. Did we decide red?
Yeah.
And then just on him, just change the color. And so that's how you make a copy of a material without affecting the previous one. So now I've got 2 of those. Huh? So here, I'll just do it again. Here we go. So I got my blue guy. Shift D, I made a copy. I'm hitting escape so that I can move him myself instead of him following my mouse around. You zoom on him. He's got the Meeple blue material on him. If I change that, it changes them both. Terrible. So if I hit this little button right here that says 2, which is the number of objects that has it, it makes a copy of it. And so now I can call it Meeple yellow or whatever.
Independent.
And when I change that, he does his own thing. Yeah.
You're sorry.
So it's much easier than like resetting up a whole new material. How much time we got left? Oh, 10 minutes. Okay. I will, let's see. The Rubik's Cube, I will give you instructions. I'll make some online video or something. But I do want to show you another tool if you're wanting to go with the Fidget Cube route. Yeah, give me one of those guys. We're all.
Crystal.
We have a cube with a lot of round parts on it.
There you go. Yeah, and then
Do we want to like model a whole bunch of cylinders and like
Yeah.
Boolean them to the, no, don't do that. You're a terrible person. Okay. I've got another add-on to plug. So let's see. I don't even think we need to download it. I think it's in there. It's in there auto-magically. All right. So I'm going to make a new cube. Do this really quick. I'm going to tell you in a minute. You're pushing it. Oh yeah, same. Okay. All right. All right. So I got a cube. I'm going to give him a color just so I can see him a little bit better. He's going to be neon green. Congrats. Same thing as I did before. I'm going to go tab 2A, control B. I'm just going to bevel his edges some.
You don't have a file selected.
All right. Now, tab out. I'll show you where we're going. So under edit and preferences, under add-ons, or it might be, well, what we're looking for is loop tools. I don't know how you're going to find it. I think it's already there. You just have to turn it on. So you might just search for loop, and you've got to check that box, turn it on. Or it might just be that you have to search in the Git extensions. They're like kind of the same, but they're kind of not. Look for loop. Loop tools is in here. I think by default it's installed, and you just got to turn it on. So who didn't have loop tools and just tried this? Did it work?
No loop tools.
You didn't find loop tools?
Nope.
Blast.
Oh wait, you get extensions.
Yeah,
Blasted
Loop tools.
recoil unit.
there you go. Yeah, so install from loop tools. We'll find out later. I don't know what unlooped is. Okay, so once it's installed from Git extensions, you go down to add-ons and just make sure it's turned on. Just a little checkbox right here. So we got new magical stuff, and I'll show you what that looks like. So I'm gonna hit tab. Let's just say we're gonna do this little top guy. I want a circle in my square. So first I need to add some geometry. So I'm going to hit 3. I'm going to grab this face here. And I'm going to go to edge and subdivide. And I don't know, add a few cuts. 4, 5. I'm going to crank it up to like 6. Okay?
Listen, I spent one.
So I'm going to grab, now I've got like this big grid here. I've got this one selected. I'm going to use control, which goes to the nearest. So I'm using control and I'm clicking these corners and I'm just kind of filling in. There we go. I've got all those selected, right? I've got some buffer around the side and I've got all the center pieces selected. And now that Loop Tools is installed and enabled, it's as simple as right click. Loop Tools is now at the top and I say circle.
Oh gosh.
I don't like that. I'm just going to use booleans.
You do you.
This guy. Okay. So that's there, and now you can do whatever, like extrude it up, make the little knobs, make all the guys, do it a bunch of times for this side that's got like the little 5 of them. So we could have done this and very manually made all the pips instead of the way we did with the booleans in the video, but I like the roundness of the booleaned out half sphere on the dice pip. But that's a good way to do it for a Fidget Cube.
It makes the faces look so off-putting.
Which ones?
The ones around
The ones around?
Yeah, those.
Okay, well, I mean,
Sean is just picky, ignore him.
yeah, honestly,
He models robots for a living, just let him be.
this guy. So yeah, that's Loop Tools and make circle. And I'm gonna extrude it again, see what else it does while we're giggling here. Flatten, G-stretch, loft, there's other stuff under there. I usually only use circle. Good luck, have fun with the rest. I think we just made a Duplo piece.
Yo.
It's got a round the top.
There's those Legos from a long time back. They're this size.
Mm-hmm.
They're this big. And you could use them as a radio.
All right. With 5 minutes on the clock.
I gotta find my meal plan number.
Go. Okay. So now we'll
Don't do it on stream.
yeah, on this. So everyone who wants to know Ray's meal plan number, you go to. All right. You got the app that's 2 arrows.
Which meal plan did you use?
I don't know what it's called.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So you and then go to card management and you'll find it. And then just yell it out on the stream. I appreciate that. I'm going to hide this guy. All right, I'm just going to make a new cube, and we will start really quickly. You know what? So if it gets to 11 or 10:50 and you need to go get lunch, go get lunch. I'll just keep the stream going. I'm going to make a Rubik's Cube.
Gesundheit.
All right, so add
It has my old phone number.
cube. I'm going to Shift H again and hide everything else. Tab.
Sorry, that was
3, so I'm on faces, and I'm going to do kind of what we just did to make the extra geometry. We go edge and subdivide and change that to 2. And look, we've already got the rough shape of a Rubik's Cube with like the 3 by 3 on all the sides. Cool? Cool, there's your Rubik's Cube. Deal with it. No.
Save.
Yeah, save it. Oh my gosh. Control S. What?
You still have them in class? Come on, I already let mine know.
Well, I have more things to teach, obviously.
Yo, it's Dr. Frickler.
This guy. All right, so we're going to go to 2. And I'm going to, so everything's still selected, but just in case I can hit A, and then I'm going to bevel these again. And so I'm beveling. Very fun. I don't know how much we want to do, kind of there-ish. I'm going to keep it simple for now. So I've got like 3 new guys coming in, and then just beveling yay much. And I got a new cup. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, so I just came in some, I beveled it. Now I'm going to grab the inner guys. Hit 2. So I'm just going to grab these loops and scale them in. So on the inside guys, so let me just 2, I want this edge, and so if I Alt Control and grab one of those, I get them all the way around. Shift, Alt, and Control, and I start getting, no, not that one. So I just want the middles. Grabbing those, Shift, Alt, Control, grab those, and grab those. So what we're going to end up with is these the little squares are highlighted, and then everything else around them. So just keep going. Grab that loop. So we've got all the sides taken care of. Let me just make sure the tops are taken care of. Those tops, bottoms. All right, so by just grabbing the rings of all of these, I ended up with all of them. All right, they're all here. What I need is to make sure bounding box or individual. Let's go with individual origins. We'll try it there. I'm just going to scale it in a little bit. Nope, not that one. Just kidding. All right, Control Z. We're going to do bounding box. Individual origin was just changing everything. All right, so now I'm going to scale, and I'm just bringing that in some. Simple.
Oh, snap. How did you grab all of them again?
I had to, here, Alt, Control, and I started to get edge loops or rings here. And then with Shift, I grabbed more rings and just kept going until I had all the center edges selected. And then at that point, we're almost done modeling. Just choose a, right? So we're going to go Auto Smooth. I'm going to choose a flat black color for the base. And then we'll go to 3 and start selecting, oh, got to edit mode. So here I think this is where coplanar is going to help. So I'm going to grab this face here and then select similar coplanar, and there we go. We've got all 9 of those guys selected, and we can just start making new colors and filling those in. So make a new material, call it red for the cube just in case. Make it red.
You could like put an image on this.
You could.
Idea.
And then the other thing, so I'm going to assign it to there, and I'm just going to make this a little more metallic than the base so that the little sticker guys shine more than the other ones. and just go around and finish the sides. And then I will keep going, and I'll show you at least in the rest of the video how I turn just the top part.
The Rubik's Cube, the one that needed to be on a specific texture thingy? Can I use it?
Use whatever one. Yeah.
Because I have an idea.
Oh, you scare me every time you say that.
Also,
You know
I
it's gonna-
have
you know
one face
roughly
on
what
it
it's gonna
that
be.
has double the edges.
If you know anything about me, remember.
I've met you.
If
I've
you know
met you.
anything about how I am and the things that I like, you know what's gonna happen. It's gonna get pretty fast.
We all know. All right. So we'll finish. Pretend we're finishing up the sides. It's going to be easier to texture all the sides before we do this next part. So I'm going to go to edit. Oh, I messed it up already. It's not going to work.
The other day.
Yep.
That will just hit me.
Dang it. Dang it. I didn't use the right amount of cuts. What I want is a center cut right through here. We'll just cut it somewhere else. We'll pretend. All right. So assuming I put a different set of cuts in here, I'm going to edit, Alt. I'm going to grab this edge loop right here as everyone abandons me, which is fine. I don't care. And I'm going to split. I don't like it there. I'm going to use it up here. So edge and literally it went away.
And I'm hoping I didn't get whatever brand that, which is the.
Fantastic. I'm going to be able to do a separate video for this later where I've got it set up right. I know I'm looking right at it.
Mildly sort of on the lookout, but.
Vertex mesh. There it is. So it's under mesh split. So split the selection. Nope. All right, I'll find it. I'm apparently too hungry to finish this. We'll do it in a video. So I'm looking for the tool to basically take this edge and make two edges out of it so it separates that, and then I can just turn the top and it looks cooler.
That is split.
Split?
Yeah.
I lost it again.
Split or separate? Selection. Right, so when you have one and then you can
Okay.
move it up.
All right, so hit 3, so I got this, and if I hit L, and that didn't actually split.
Maybe it's because you have like an auto merge or something.
No, I don't have auto merge on.
Okay, maybe it is separate then.
Yeah,
That kind of weird auto merge by vertices enabled when I was working on the project.
oh, I love that. I usually have it on for other stuff, but not for this class.
Weirdly enough, I actually kind of hate it.
Maybe it's just here.
Worst case scenario, could you go into wireframe mode and like separate them all individually? Okay. Let's see. We got the.
So that literally just made it, that your split just made me an extra edge loop, which I don't want.
Did you separate the loop cuts by? Hang on. There's a lot more loop cuts than we. No, that's just double.
You can go. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point, apparently.
I was waiting for you because you know you get lonely.
No, I'm fine. I'll talk to myself. It's all good.
Okay.
I think you might need to adjust it. I think you might need to do three levels. Rather than this doesn't work and I have to reselect all of these, I will kill you. Okay then.
I'm gonna destroy somebody. I know it's here somewhere. Split? That's what I tried. That wasn't it. It's gotta be under edge.
Even though the
Why didn't
render for my
you could've just put, like,
furniture
another
was
one
bad,
alongside
I
it.
am proud
You're proud of.
of it.
Okay. I liked your ridiculous market.
It would subdivide.
Oh yeah, ridiculous. Why is it ridiculous? It was amazing.
And then-
Thank you.
You go to double, change the segments to 3.
There it is. Yeah, edge split,
Okay.
not just split. So I'm looking for just right click and it's edge split, and that split selected edges so that each neighbor face gets its own copy. So I want to do that. Now if I hit 3, select that, or just hit L, you can see that this is a separate part. And then I can RZ45,
And
and it's filled in.
Alt Control.
And this is still part of the same object,
Yeah.
but they're now separated pieces. And so now I can, because I don't want to look inside the Rubik's Cube, so I'm going to come back to hit 2. So we go to edges again, Alt.
You don't want that.
I'm going to grab this edge loop
Don't see.
that goes all the way around this side of it and hit F to fill it in. And same thing there. There we go. So now I've got a Rubik's Cube turning at least a little bit on one side. If you want a full Rubik's Cube, don't do it, but good luck.
Good job, Prof. Tanner.
It was right there in front of me. There's so many things, right? There's like split here. I've got a split from over there. I've got a split here, and they all do different. It's just crazy. This is the life I've chosen.
Yeah.
I chose to make myself crazy,
Yeah.
And change this.
and I'm happy with it.
All right.
Okay.
Prof. Tanner. I might
Bye.
see you at lunch.
Yeah, I'll get something ordered and then